Do women actually like guys who lift?
Yeah,
The simple answer is duh. Because hormones. When a man is lifting weights, he is creating testosterone.
facts.
And testosterone creates pheromones. And pheromones is a chemical reaction between men and women. It
Not only not only testosterone that produce pheromones. We all human being has pheromone. Pheromone is just basically a hormone. Imagine perfume, the human perfume of attraction. Each gender produce this perfume for each other. So let's say you're attracted, you're a man, you are attracted to a woman, B or A. And what happened is your bodies, if the attraction is mutual, but regardless, your body's gonna create some form of perfume and it's gonna spray it to the person just like that to create this bonding or this attraction chemical.
it's the attraction between men and women. So yeah, it's kind of hard to ignore when a man is right next to me lifting weights. I can't ignore that. The chemical bounds of my body doesn't allow me to.
But why is it that they always say it's annoying or they ignore it?
Also, subconsciously, I feel like I would want to be carried as a woman. I want to feel like I'm able to be carried by my man. You know, for a man to lift weights, it looks great and everything, but it's also for the woman to feel safe.
True.
It's not all about the result and how the man looks per se, but it's what he's doing, right? He's lifting weights to be stronger. So chances are, if we're both in a fire building, he can carry me out. He can save me. That is how a woman thinks.
It's also about the protective instinct that women have, and the women also want to be protected, right?
A woman thinks, oh, he's strong. He's mighty. He can lift 200 pounds. He can lift me. You know, that's how a woman thinks. So subconsciously, yeah, we love when a man can lift weights because then he can lift us out of harm. And it's subconscious. It is subconscious. It doesn't even have to be our man, right? But out of safety, I wouldn't want some pipsqueak man to try to lift me up and he can't. You know what I mean? So yeah, we want a man who can lift. We want a man who can lift us off our feet. Yes.
Ideally, what lifting translate to is being strong, and that could be, so we are talking about the physicality, physically strong, and there's also mental strong. But physically strong is also the outside appearance, because you can be mentally strong. It's hard to for somebody else to really quantify that. But physically strong is like something you'll see, and it's like the first impression.
1000%. Another thing is it shows discipline. It shows discipline in a man. Like, it's one thing for a man to, go to work, but for a man to choose to better his body, that is a choice. That is a choice by a man, okay? Like, everyone needs to go and make money. Everyone needs to go and live and survive. But going to the gym is a luxury. Not even just going to the gym, but exercising is a luxury in our lives that if we're able to do it, we should be able to do it. So
Facts.
women, we look at it like, "Oh, this man, he's working out. He has discipline. He's putting in effort." It shows effort, okay?
And it shows also of a form of self-respect, a form of self-discipline, and form of that caring for yourself.
A man who is working out is like the equivalent of a woman doing her hair or doing makeup, right? It's just like a form
Self-love.
of putting yourself together and bettering yourself. Now, I'm not even trying to compare putting on makeup to going to the gym because it's not the same at all. I'm just saying women can relate it to that because That's our go-to. That's our daily regimen. That's something that makes us feel good, look good. You know, we put on makeup, we do our hair, we put on cute outfits. And a man, he wants pain. He feels like he needs pain to gain. And that's a masculine thing. It's full of testosterone. And when a woman sees that, she sees, trials, tribulations. She sees that a man is going through resilience. And a woman is attracted to that. We are attracted to a man who is resilient, who wants to go work out, who wants to challenge himself. It doesn't even have to be in a gym. Like I keep saying a gym, but that's where you would see most people working out. So, yeah, heck yeah. A woman wants to see a man in the gym. A woman wants to see a man lifting. Now, I will say, most women who don't care if their man is lifting, exercising, going to the gym, whatever it is, even if
She don't care about you because ideally going to the gym is synonymous to taking care of yourself. It equals to taking care of yourself. If you have somebody in your life who don't really care much or don't show no form of attention to that, it can be said that this person don't really care about your well-being or your health.
it is going on the treadmill, going on the bike. If a woman doesn't care about that, and she's telling you she doesn't care about that, that means she doesn't really care to work on herself. Because the one thing that a man does is he sets the tone. And I guess I'm speaking kind of in like dating or relationships, but this is basically what the video is. It's why women like guys who lift. So men set the tone. And a man who lifts weights, a man who goes to the gym, it's just inevitable that he will try to integrate that into the woman's life. Right? I mean, if you're getting into a relationship with a guy and he is working out all the time and you don't work out,
And what are you doing with your life?
chances are he'll want you to go to the gym.
Facts.
Chances are he'll want you to better yourself. Chances are that's what he'll want from you.
Yeah, because we want to share the growth, the good experience or the good feeling of it.
Yeah, because that's his lifestyle.
True.
So a great thing that women look at is when a man is working out, a woman sees like, dang, he can better my life. He is doing so great with himself that I would love to work out with him. I would
Listen up, fellas. This is a fact.
love to better my life with him. He can show me how to work out. He can show me the ropes. He can help me. If a woman isn't thinking like that, especially if she isn't already working out, especially if she isn't already putting the work in herself, she is not ever going to put work in herself.
Lazy, meaning. And also, when you are fit, when you are working out, when you go to the gym, consistently, you have to, experience the result. We're talking about here the end product, meaning somebody who's been going to the gym and who has built quality muscle. And what it does also, it makes people want to trust you even more. And at the same time, it makes people respect you even more. Because just like what you were saying in the very beginning, is that it shows discipline and people respect discipline. This is one of the reasons why we watch NBA or the football league. We watch soccer and we watch different sports and we watch different athletes who aspire to be great or who has done great things. And the reason why also we watch them is because of their discipline. They go after they go after what they want and they create new targets, and it's a never ending cycle for them. It's basically you cannot get to that level of physicality or to perform to such level as an athlete if you're not disciplined. So this is why it's definitely respected, and really translate this into a very smaller portion, let's say, and your individuality, you as a person, and that exact what I just explained, that exact reasons why people admire athletes is can be translated to you as well when you go to the gym or when you lift.
Men, please don't listen to a woman who doesn't care if you are not putting work into your body
Facts.
or into your health. You should
Facts.
always be putting work into your health and into your body, no
Bravo. True.
matter if you're in a relationship or not.
Facts, fellas. It doesn't matter. It's actually your lifestyle. So meaning whoever come into your life, pass through your life, or whichever situation, circumstance might be, it's your lifestyle. It's like an anchor for you. So keep going, basically. Nothing should actually waver you or take you off that path.
It doesn't matter. It will attract whatever you want to attract. But
And sometimes it's gonna attract the wrong attraction or the wrong people. But sometimes, this is life. You have to filter also. You have to filter out what you want versus what you don't want. It's simple.
people who don't want to work on themselves are just going to justify everyone else's actions.
Yeah.
And
being judgmental in a negative way. A lot of the time, people who are very judgmental or always have an issue, or always have a problem with something, is because they are not doing it themselves, or they feel somewhat they are stuck in their way. They don't see no way out. So you don't want to be, having that form of energy around you, because energy is very contagious.
on top of that, a man who is working out in the gym and a woman who isn't working out in the gym, like, it's just
It's a bad match.
inevitable. She's going to resent it. She's not going to
Yep.
feel like,
You're hearing this from the mouth of an actual woman.
she's not going to feel valued. She's going to feel like you're working out because you want to look good and you want to look good for other people.
And she may feel that you leaving her behind.
You know what I mean? I feel like it should be understood between both men and women on health in general.
Jealousy is a real thing.
But yeah, women, we love when a man lifts weights. We love when a man can show he's putting in effort, because that's what we want. Women want effort. It doesn't, like, we want effort in every arena.
So do we, boys. Fellas, so do we. We want effort as well. If you don't want effort from your person, then what's the point?
In every single category. That if you do it in the gym, a woman can think ahead of you. Women think ahead of people all the time. So you might as well have her think ahead of you in the best way. Like, oh, this man, he can help better my life if he's already bettering his life. Like, that's the best way for a woman to think of you. Not like, oh, he should go to the gym. What is he doing? He's so lazy. Oh my gosh. Like, women love when a man can just go and get it. Can just go and prove it. Prove that he wants to live, prove that he wants to be in a relationship, put in effort. So.
And what it also, and the topic of effort, what it also shows is that when you put effort in yourself, other people want to put effort on you as well. Because again, remember what I said? It makes other people automatically have more respect for you and trust in you when you're fit versus when you're unfit. Some people, might say, okay, this is not right, it's unfair, but it's human psychology. It's something that happens unconsciously. And the term of effort, because when people see that you put a lot of effort in yourself, then they have this idea in their mind. Also, they feel like they know that you're going to put a lot of effort in them as well. So this is the point that she's actually making as well.
Yeah. The answer is pretty self-explanatory, but it has a lot to do with chemical bounds of the body and the subconscious mind of the woman.
And both conscious, because you can look at the person. It's all the above, really.
Women aren't going to tell you that they're attracted to you in the gym. Shoot. We don't even look at you.
You girls better start speaking. I mean, some of the fellas would actually enjoy or find it better you give us a signal, right? I mean, really, what's the point if you have the feeling if you don't want to act on it? I mean, at the end of the day, you do what you want, but it would be helpful.
Okay. And that's the sad thing about that's probably the most sad thing about being a man is like even if you are doing all the all the things you should be doing in life, no one will bat an eye at you regardless, you know.
Not true, fellas. That could be true for some people, but that's not always the case. I understand she's not speaking in generality. Also, it's that's not always the case for everyone. But the fact of the matter is, when you do train, when you do have more of a physicality, your body could just basically get buff. People are gonna look at you differently, and they're gonna ask you question. What is your routine? How do you eat? They're gonna people. It's gonna be basically a conversational starter. People probably just gonna ask you or approach you. Just want to have a conversation. Want to find out. Okay, what is your routine? And I also again, that's a form of openness, that's a form of trust, that's a form of respect. Because if people don't respect these things, they wouldn't want to talk about it. If it doesn't really interest them, they wouldn't care.
Even if we do like a man who lifts weights, even if you are lifting weights next to a woman, she can purposely not look your way. Purposely. We're not ignoring it. I'm here to tell you, we're not ignoring it. I don't ignore
What's the difference?
it. I might look at a guy, I might eye contact, but I think that we as women, we subconsciously ignore it. Like we don't want to look in a man's way. We don't want to give him that validation. We don't want to reassure the man. I don't know why. I don't know why.
They do know why, but
Right.
that's a different conversation.
But we don't ignore it. We're not completely oblivious. And to be quite honest with you,
I mean, it's hard to not ignore it. Meaning, it's hard to basically, if you've seen the person, if you're at the gym, of course you're gonna see people, and it's basically, I think it's more of not acting on it. They don't act on it, so probably they can see the person look fit, or they wouldn't act on it a majority of the time, even though if they everything is in the right place, the moon, the stars, the mountains, everything is aligned, a lot of the time they wouldn't act on it. And that's really unfortunate, because it could have been the starting of a beautiful thing, right, fellas?
we would rather go to the gym full of men than if it was empty. That is the God honest truth coming from a woman. And there's a lot of gyms that are up and coming now that are like all girl gyms. Like those are great. But I know for a fact that when a man is around, it motivates a woman a little bit more.
Facts, fellas. So get back to what she said. We set the tone, and that should be a good thing. A good thing meaning the end product at the end of the day is a good thing, It's basically exercising. I feel that everybody should be doing such thing like that, because exercising is something that is very helpful for you as we grow throughout our lives. And
I think that's just a scientific fact. And we're hiding from it. We're freaking hiding away from the fact that we motivate each other in the gym. Men and women, we both motivate each other in the gym. That's why the gym is the new club.
all right, so now she spoke about women only gym. One thing that I do know is that the majority of the women only gym tend to be for women for religious reasons or something. But how is it like? Is it busy as, let's say, just regular gym? And what is, I don't know, what is the environment there? Because as guys, we don't know what it is. And do they have men only gym? Because yeah, that's also necessary. But I really want to know from the ladies, how is the environment like? I heard she said, yeah, for some reason when they prefer to train at a gym with only men, because we somewhat give them more energy, more to feed off of. to be more physically, to be more motivated, basically.
Embrace it. Heck yeah. We love a man who can lift. And that's it.
All right, for sure. And, you know, not only the women, but for sure, you should feel better about yourself when you do lift. And it's a good sign. And like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.